Life and aviation, and many other things, of course, is often about dealing with change.
Cockpit secure, flight plans in. We're going just VFR today as well, no IFR. Head east and hopefully have a really nice flight over the mountains.
So me and a couple of friends, we want to fly to a place called Mount Beauty in the Victorian Alps because a new coffee shop has opened up there, and if there is one thing we love as much as aviation, it's a good coffee at an airport. But
as with everything in aviation, things change pretty quickly, and today is no exception. So the plan to go to this coffee shop has slightly changed. First of all, I was going to take someone with me in Echo Yankee Zulu, but I can't legally do that because I haven't done enough takeoff and landings in the last 90 days. I need to do one more. So instead of doing it here in Moorabbin where it's really busy, I'm going to fly solo. Stephen and Jack have gone in the other aircraft. And I'm going to do one circuit when we get to our first stop. We're also picking someone up. We're picking someone up to then go across to Mount Beauty, which is where the coffee shop is that we were supposed to be visiting. But that closes at 1 o'clock. Don't get into this like as a career or as a hobby if you don't deal well with change. Leveled off at 7,500 feet. If you watch the last video I put up, I was asking for some help on a good mount that I can use for my iPad that's here on the window. One of the big reasons for that is because it can overheat when it's sitting up there by the window. And I like to take it off and just have it down here because I've got the air conditioning ducts down here by my leg as well. Put the iPad down here, keep it cool, and put it back up when I need it again. So thanks for all the feedback. I think, and I'd love to hear, let me know in the comments below, I'm gonna narrow in on pivot case. I had a look at them. They look very good. Let me know if you've used it before because I think that might be where I go. The only reason why I'm asking for a bit of help is it's a little bit more on the expensive side, so I want to do a bit of research first. Jack, your numbers?
Yeah, we're still here.
Just checking your position, just making sure we're far apart from each other before getting into Wangaratta.
Yeah, no worries. I'm about 5 miles from Tagati, estimating Wagga 47.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. All right, I'm estimating Wagga 38, just coming over Rubicon on the map.
Yeah, you're about 10 miles ahead of us then.
Starting our descent into Wangaratta now, down to circuit level. There's a few people there, so I just need to slot in, make sure I'm not getting in anyone's way when I do my one practice circuit. All right, pre-landing checks, brakes checks, undercarriage is down and fixed, mixture full rich, fuel pump goes on, switches are all done, and there is one other aircraft on the runway at the moment. Alright, that's one. That's all we need to do. Now just go around the circuit again and make it a full stop landing. And Wangaratta to traffic and November Bravo Alpha, Echo Yankee Zulu is just turning base runway 36, Wangaratta.
November Bravo Alpha, copy.
Wangaratta traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu turning final runway 36, full stop, Wangaratta. Try and keep it a bit tighter on this one just because Jack's behind me and the other aircraft has vacated the runway, so we're clear. We are, well, not clear to land, but there's no one on the runway, so we can land. Alright, first stop of the day.
after landing at Wangaratta though, our short turnaround to pick up our friend Jamie had to change as we learnt her flight was not going to get to the airport for another hour. So we did what all aviation tragics in this situation do. We hung at the airport, we took our time.
What's this one nearest us?
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk.
P40.
And we enjoyed watching the aircraft. It is so busy today. It's really nice to see a lot of people out here enjoying aviation on a beautiful Saturday. We've had 2 helicopters, a jet. Jamie's just arrived in the Cessna now. We've had a quick look around, everything going on here at Wangaratta. It's really great. It's nice to see so many people out and about enjoying aviation on a sunny Saturday. This is the Albatross taking off as well. Listen to that.
Wangaratta traffic, Echo Zulu is rolling, runway 36. We'll be departing eastbound, climbing 3,500 from Wangaratta.
Tell you what, I'm very hungry. It's almost like I was ready to eat like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit hungry too. I was expecting lunch a bit earlier.
I'll be playing with the camera the whole time. It's still not connected.
It's still not connected. Alright, no wing view camera then. Hey Jack, just to let you know, we've changed our plan because low down looks a little bit better, so I'm descending now. I'll probably come to about 2.5-ish, but aiming for Myrtleford as well, but I think you are ahead of us at the moment.
Yeah, we're descending through 3,000. Yeah, no worries, we'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh yeah, they're over there, yeah?
Yeah, down the middle of that left-hand valley.
Yep, got them. Just so you know, Jack, I've got you in sight and we're quite a way behind you, so it shouldn't be an issue. Terrain ahead. Oh, the terrain system will start kicking in at some point as well?
Yeah.
Yep, that'll be good.
Caution,
There we
terrain,
go,
terrain.
And Mount Beauty traffic, echoing Kazoo is now 4 miles straight in. Final for runway 14, copy November Bravo Alpha.
Nicely done.
There's tailwind just kept me along there.
Yeah.
After landing at Mount Beauty, we hopped out of the planes, walked over to the coffee shop and... yeah, of course, it was closed by this point, but this is where the final change of plan happened, and to be honest, it was probably my favourite of the day, because instead of eating at the airport, we had to walk into town to get some food, and on the way back, as we were chatting about the surrounding mountains, it was Jamie who spotted Victoria's highest peak and suggested, well, why don't we go and fly over the top of it? Something we probably would never have had time to discuss and plan had we just had a quick coffee at the airport and headed off home. So, we climbed back into the planes, took off from Mount Beauty, climbed up to 6,500 feet, and enjoyed views like this. If our original plan hadn't changed, I would have missed out on geeking out with friends at aircraft at our first stop, and we probably would never have ended our day flying over Victoria's highest peak either. Yeah, I'm really glad that I embraced the change on this flight today.